Hey everybody, it's TJ from the Nashville Wine Duo, and I want to tell you about Anchor by Spotify. It's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me tell you why. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. So if you're interested, check out anchor.fm for more information. What's up, everybody? I'm TJ.
And I'm Kelsey, and we are
the Nashville Wine Duo. Another week.
Another week.
Another week.
Episode 4.
We've already done 4 of these things?
Yes. So, it's been fun so far, though. This has been like just a fun outlet for us. I think that's one of the main things that we wanted this to be, was just like fun. That was why we originally started the Nashville Wine Duo. And yeah.
It's turned into a whole little side project, huh?
Yeah, not a project, hobby. So tell me, why don't you share about your week?
My week has been good. I started at the Vintage Vine 100, which is a awesome wine bar in Franklin, Cool Springs area. Really enjoyed the shifts that I did and the people working there, and it's been fun.
Yeah, explain, well, I guess I can too. So yeah, if you're driving like 65 south, you'll see like the Cool Springs exits for like the mall and everything like that. But then if you go a little further, you get off on McEwen. Isn't it right after the Cool Springs exit?
Yeah, right after Cool Springs.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you'll just keep going straight, and there's this whole development area in McEwen. That's basically what they're calling it.
There's a Perry Steakhouse. There's a North Italia. There's a Neighbors.
Isn't there a Jenny's
pub
too?
coming in. Jenny's.
Ice cream.
Yep.
We were even saying it kind of reminds us a little bit of like the Green Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Except they don't even have, the only wine bar I guess in Green Hills would be like Restoration Hardware.
But I think the Vintage Vine 100 is like the only like true wine bar in the Nashville area. I mean, it's all they're serving is wine, bourbon, and beer. No cocktails, nothing like that. And they have like dips and charcuterie boards and little bites.
Bites and stuff, yeah. And the food is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew Darlene, the owner, before the place. We had said in the last episode we had met kind of before the whole thing came about, so we've been knowing about their journey for a while, and it's a really cute wine bar, and I love that it has a roof, and it's not
patio.
Yeah, and it's not too huge. It's like it's intimate feeling.
Small and intimate. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still a place that you would kind of want to dress up a little bit, and
it's very like, I would say upper scale, but still chill and fun.
But doesn't feel like bougie or stiffy or pretentious. Yeah. So anyway, TJ, what days are you going to be there again? I'm still memorizing your schedule.
I'm going to be there Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Yeah.
So we're open 3 to 10 every day, but 3 to 10 is when I will be there on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday. We have an awesome happy hour from 3 to 6. So that's fun.
Happy hour. Yeah. We like that.
It's supposed to make you happy hour.
I am still like getting used to the schedule though, because like our host, it's just totally different. Like he's going to be closing, obviously, like, which is, that's totally fine. But, you've never been a server before or anything like that, so you didn't really understand restaurant, server, bar world, and so he got home pretty late on Saturday, and I stayed up waiting to hear about all of it, and there's so many, like, crazy stories, and, still working in customer service, like what we do.
Yeah, I think anytime you deal with the public, you're going to have crazy stories, just like we do at Trader Joe's.
It makes life more interesting, though.
Just add alcohol to the equation, and then you have some really interesting and messed up stories.
Yeah, and some that are just funny, and but then you meet so many cool people, and so I'm very excited for you. Yeah,
it's been fun so far, and this is my first official week coming up that I'll just be let loose and flying on my own, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I feel like you're already learning more about wine just at the job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of different varietals and variations on wine. And
it is crazy though. I feel like how the process of the past 2 years of us pursuing the Nashville Wine Duo how much we've learned just like about wine.
Yeah, but you and I we said, we need to be trying these wines. We need to taste these wines to know what this weird name
I agree.
tastes like.
I think the key to learning and educating yourself about wine is tasting.
Yeah,
there's no way. I mean, you can't just read about it and like totally understand it.
Right.
And then I don't know. Also, just like I was helping a lady today, and I finally figured out like she wanted sweet wine, but she kept saying like, I don't know. She was like, I'm trying to get like out of that or away from that. But then I just started asking her all these questions of like what she likes, and then I was picking some for her, and then realized, oh, like I think she likes like sweet. And I was like, how sweet do you want it? And she's like, I like it like Kool-Aid, girl.
She likes the sugar.
I was like, okay, let's go back over this way. you might need to not do this one yet.
I want sugar. That's what I want.
Yeah, but I got her like a sweet Riesling and a sweet red, and I got her the Lambrusco. I think she's gonna love that Lambrusco.
Okay, yeah, we like Lambrusco.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we have a fruity flight at Vintage Vine 100.
Oh, you have a fruity one?
Yes, it's not sweet.
So off dry.
It's fruity.
For those of you that,
it's a Pinot Grigio and a Riesling, and one more, but
so wait, it might not be off dry as much as fruity. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely fruity, but people, like, again, everybody's palate's different, but some people say it's sweet, and it's not sweet to me. It's definitely a fruity flight.
Yeah, and I think when you were doing the wine education course that Billy Joyce did for the job, she made a good point about like people when they try something, they think it's sweet when it's just fruit forward, or you taste the fruit. The fruit is more prominent.
You taste the fruit, yeah.
So instead of using the word sweet, really you would use the word fruit forward.
Yeah, because it doesn't have any residual sugar
like you can taste the peaches, you can taste whatever, but that doesn't mean it's a sweet wine. A sweet wine is going to be sweet.
Yes.
Yes, you will know it is a sweet wine.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm learning lots of things. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
What else?
What has been going on with your week?
My week, well, I feel like I had a conversation about the weather and the rain about over 100 times. So
we've had crazy weather here in Nashville.
Yeah, but it's just like, it's, again, working in the public, it's crazy how you just repeat the same conversation over and over and over again. And like, especially if you're at the register, we're banging through people. They're just going through the line super fast. And every person is like, oh, I love the sunshine today. I was so sick of the rain. I'm so sick of the rain. I'm over the cold. So, we all have that on our mind. So I'm kind of over it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one thing you're over is wearing the mask. And starting this week at Trader Joe's, we don't have to wear the mask anymore.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting.
And you were saying you were going to have to start doing your makeup again.
Shut up. I mean, that might end up changing. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, so I don't want to just be like, oh.
But for now, you have to do your makeup because people are going to see your face.
Yeah, I guess. But I've had a good week, and there's things that I forgot about being there that I love. Like, it's a very physical job and everything like that. But there's times when you like, I love that they've given us the ability to like make people's day. Sometimes, like they do give us free reign to give people like flowers or or whatever, like if someone's going through a hard time, if somebody has a birthday or an anniversary or like whatever. And so there was a lady today, she came to my line and she was buying these like some kind of plant, and I saw other people buying it, and I was like, what are you going to do with these? And she had told us that her mother had just got diagnosed with cancer like a week ago.
Oh, wow.
And she said that they're doing this whole like radiation theme for her mom. And it was just really sweet. Like she talked about it. She was like, we got these lights that like represent the radiation, and then we have this special vase, and she had this whole story behind it, and she just explained all of it. Like she said, we're gonna try to bring joy into this situation. Wow. And it was just like she didn't have to share that, and she shared that, and it was really sweet. And then we said, the girl that was with me, I was like, go get her some flowers. We kind of whisper it. We don't always like announce that to you guys. And she brought her over a bouquet, and Tori gave it to her, and the lady just started, crying.
Oh,
and then she hugged.
You made her day.
Hugged Tori like really, really hard, and then left. And Tori and I walked off register after that, and she was like, it's stuff like that. She's like feeling her hug me, feeling her like her soul, and her heart. And that's so cool that we get to have that at the job, and like be helpful to that person in that moment, and it just makes it so worth it.
Yeah, well, you never know what kind of impact you're going to make on somebody. I mean, even like a small gesture of just handing them some free flowers.
Yeah,
it means the world.
Well, and also she didn't have to tell me that story, and like I took from that too. I just kept saying, like, thank you so much for sharing your heart. You didn't have to be that vulnerable. So seeing vulnerability in someone in literally a 5-minute, moment, that's the beauty of humanity a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I think. And I feel that at that job sometimes. So
I love that you feel
I just
that.
wanted to share that with you. That happened.
It's good.
Yeah, it was a highlight of my week. Like,
even
though it's a suffering situation, you still saw the heart behind all of it, and that you still try to find joy in sad times.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then throughout the week, maybe you'll think about that person, and
I think I will. Yeah, and if I see her again, then I'll ask her how she's doing.
Definitely.
That's another thing too. You get to like know people over time. Just working in a grocery store, and you know their names. And
oh yeah, I've seen little kids.
Yeah, grow up.
They used to sit in the cart and be pushed around, and now they're walking around as 12-year-old.
That's crazy.
Kids.
Yeah, we'll definitely be telling more stories like that of like customers and people that we've met. That's been really cool because there's so many of them. But we are drinking this wine tonight, and why don't you talk about it?
Yeah, crazy story how so I was returning some stuff at Whole Foods, like Amazon-wise, so I was returning some Amazon stuff.
Which is, you made the comment, like, how nice is that?
How nice to walk into, so if you go into Whole Foods, because Whole Foods is part of Amazon, and you order something off of Amazon Prime or Amazon, you can just go to Whole Foods and drop it off. I didn't have to package it up, tape it up, go to the post office. I just walked in there with the boxes, and I said, hey, I need to return this, and they just scan it, and done. So easy.
Really easy.
Unbelievable.
Like, I think there needs to be a system for that for like everything.
It's really cool. Anyway, so I was at Whole Foods and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pop over to the bottle shop off of McEwen. And it's been a minute since I've been in there.
It's right next to the Whole Foods, right?
Right next door to the Whole Foods.
Well, I don't know, directly next?
Directly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a little seated area outside, and then it's the next shop, I think.
Yeah.
So walked in there, and a gentleman was in the back of the store, and he's like, can I help you? And I was like, I was actually looking for gin, not wine.
Gin, yeah.
Because we like gin and tonics.
Yes.
And he was like, hey, I think I know you. And I was like, oh. And it was actually... So one of our friends, Dennis Smith, who we've had brunch with many times.
We did that a couple times in 2020. We didn't so much in 2021. I think he's just been really busy.
Yes, and with COVID and everything, our schedules got crazy. But he is just a wealth of knowledge in wine.
Very, like a lot of education in Italian wine. Like some of that, like the highest levels that you could really get to.
Yes, and through him we met his son Max, who was studying abroad. Actually, he was coaching baseball in Italy. Yeah, he was coaching baseball and like even was over there for a while, like during COVID. Yeah, like for 6 months and all this stuff. And he's going back. So come to find out, well, it was Dennis Smith's son, Max. And he was working and we got to talking. And so I just asked him, I was like, look, we're doing this podcast. He knew about the podcast, but I was like, I want to actually like get a bottle from you all and talk about the bottle shop in McEwen. And I want it to be something that's accessible to people at other liquor stores and wine shops and stuff like that. Yeah. So he turned me on. I had never heard of it before, but it's called Locations. And I think it's locationswinery.com or Locations Wine. But the label is what stood out to me because I walked by it. Cool. Yeah, I walked by it and it's just like this big, almost looks like a license plate.
Yeah.
And they have an Italian, they have a French, they have a New Zealand, they have California, they have a Texas.
Yeah, and it kind of has like the locations theme. He was showing me some of the other bottles and it's like, yeah, if it's from Texas, like it has like TX, right?
Yeah,
like that.
TX, CA for California.
Yeah.
So it really stands out. It's
a cool concept. I like that, like locations, and then they just have like
certain regions
and where it's from.
So Max was telling me like this is an introductory to like kind of New World meets Old World. Like if you were, maybe you liked California wine and you wanted to dive into Italian wine. This would be a good segue, yeah.
I can totally see that. I'm actually drinking it now, and I'm like, oh, that's like what you're saying.
Yeah,
definitely.
And once he said Dennis liked it, and he liked it, Max liked it, I was like, okay, these are palates that are going to be like.
That, they know they know wine, and not only just wine, but like they know Italian wine. Like
definitely,
that's crazy well. Like both of them can fluent in Italian.
Yep.
Go there all the time to drink wine, get wine from there all the time.
Yes.
So these are people that you can trust. If you want to try a really good Italian wine, it's Locations.
Yeah, and we'll put a picture up on our Instagram like we always do on our website.
And this is the Italy one.
Yes.
So it says IT on the bottle.
Yeah. And it was $19.99, so under $20, 14.5%.
Yeah.
And the blend is just really nice. They barrel age it for, what did they say, like 10 months, I think. So you get the oak, you get the vanilla.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I'm sipping it right now and
it's
really enjoying
nice.
this. It would be good on its own. It'd be good with food. I'm sure knowing Dennis, he probably would put it with an Italian dish. But yeah, this is so good. So check this out and check out the bottle shop.
Yeah, check out the bottle shop on McEwen. And they're awesome. Very knowledgeable. Go ask for Max. He's going to be in there till the end of the month, and he's going back to Italy.
Oh, good for him.
For another 6 months.
Man, I wish
playing
I could go
baseball.
to Italy.
Yep.
Wow, living the dream.
Yep. So
yeah, great. Well, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Very good. We're going to do the ding and then take a sip.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? You like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's really good.
Oh, man.
I love the oak on the back too.
Yeah. So we decided to do something a little different this week, and we are actually going to ask each other a few questions.
Oh, okay, yeah. You wanted to do that.
I did want to do that. I just thought it would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
To see.
I have to think about some kind of questions I want to ask you.
Well, I thought the first one I thought about to ask you is, and maybe I'm going to see if I know this or not, and then you can tell me if I'm right. So what is your biggest pet peeve that I do? And let me see if I can guess.
What? No, yeah, I want to see if you can guess.
Okay.
Because the first thing that pops in my head might not be the biggest, but it's the first thing that just popped into my head. Because I did it today, so it just jogged my memory on. No,
I'm talking about your pet peeve of me.
Right.
You just said I just did it today.
My pet peeve, I did today.
You had it.
I experienced it.
Of me.
Yes.
Okay, let's think. Is it okay? Well, that could be multiple things. Let's be real. There probably are quite a few things.
What's the thing that you think I'm thinking of?
I leave a lot of stuff next to the bed.
Yep.
Is that what you were thinking of?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so...
I think I cleaned up like 3 glasses.
Yeah.
A couple cans of water.
I don't let it go for a long time.
Because it's such a small little table too.
Table.
You can't go days with adding stuff on there. So you only can have 6 or 7 things on there.
Yeah.
Plus a lamp and
Did you find anything weird
things.
besides cups?
No, not this time.
Okay.
Sometimes I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing too bad.
No.
Okay, now you ask.
Sometimes I find food or.
Well, I guess I could say
What's one of
yours.
Yeah.
Well, what do you? Okay, hold on. I gotta think of which one.
What's the thing that pops in your head right out of the gate?
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe you need to ask me a question while I think about it.
I must not have much.
No, you really don't do that much to.
I guess that's pretty good then.
To bug me. I mean, no, but there is stuff. I
doubt there's anything.
Yes, there is.
If you can't think of anything.
Okay. I hate the amount of shoes that you have that is just literally you can't see the floor in our closet, and I think you don't really wear a lot of them.
That's not true. I wear a lot of them.
Yeah, you don't. You have a lot of shoes. He used to have some of these shoes that looked like priest shoes. I made him get rid of them.
Priest shoes? What do you mean?
You had shoes with crosses on them.
Yes.
He had shoes with crosses on them.
Yes, we got rid of those.
They
were cool at one point.
When?
At one point,
when
they
you
were
were
really
a priest?
Cool. They were really cool.
When you were
you know who would wear those cross shoes? And this is a perfect example.
Who?
And we need to go back to our Tuesday morning thing. Don't forget about Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
You know who'd wear cross shoes? Who? Coach from Survivor.
Oh yeah, I love Survivor.
Coach from Survivor would wear his blazer with the little graphic on.
Was that probably the look you were going for?
That was probably when it was popular.
Were you going for a Creed kind of?
No, you
vibe?
Don't even start.
What?
Don't talk about Creed.
Why, you like Creed?
No, I'm just saying, you can't compare me to Creed. And Nickelback.
Yeah, well.
And one of these times you need to tell
the story about TJ and Nickelback. Yeah, I will. Okay.
Yeah, that's another whole episode.
Yeah, but that is one of my pet peeves. he has a very, very high standard for cleanliness around the house, and that can get pretty irritating sometimes too.
So speaking of cleanliness, I was at Vintage Vine 100, and we kind of sweep up before we open the doors.
Yeah.
And Chris over there, he was like, so we need to sweep up the bar area, you know, like the seating area. And I was like, I love to sweep. And he was like, he gave me this look like.
And you're being serious.
And I'm being 100. I'm being 100%. I love to clean. I think it's the finished product. Like you start off with messy shit all the way around, and then it's like.
So, okay, almost everyone would be like, I'm happy to have a spouse that cleans. I am very happy that you clean. I appreciate it. It's only when it's kind of like, yeah, like, I don't know. Like there's just times when it's like, okay, it needs to be done very quickly, and like, you know, you can't like let it. I mean, but again, I enjoy living in that standard more than living with someone who's extremely messy. Like I would totally take that, like 100%. Like. Yeah. It's just when you feel kind of like, oh man, like I need to like step up my game all the time. So I don't know. It's bad to say it's a pet peeve, I guess, because it's not. It's just when I feel like, I guess I'm not living up to that or something. I don't know. I'll think of a different one.
Well, I'm not subjecting my cleanliness on you. You don't have to live up to a certain standard.
Well, sometimes I feel like I do.
Well.
Yeah. He doesn't actually ever pressure me or put any, like, it's, I don't know. It's more of like, I'm like, is he looking at me if I'm laying on the couch and he's doing everything? Because I will be honest, I'm kind of lazy.
You're the sloth of the relationship.
I'm not a sloth.
You said you were the sloth of the relationship. If you could be an animal, your spirit animal would be a sloth, you said.
Yeah, but it's not that I never do anything. I cook all
Sloths
food.
Do stuff.
I do stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pouring more wine, Max. It's really good.
Okay, well, we'll wrap this up.
No, let's talk about Tuesday morning.
Oh.
So we put on our...
We can wrap it up talking about Tuesday morning.
Yes. So we're driving to an awesome French-themed dinner last night. So good. It was a Pinot Noir night. We tried like 5 different Pinot Noirs.
Yeah.
Beef.
Bourguignon
was the
it was delicious.
Entree,
salad. Really good time.
Yes. And we passed... Tuesday morning, which is
Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Well, we put it in the stories on our Instagram, because we were just like, "What is this place?" And like, who came up with like the name Tuesday Mornings? And we actually got a pretty big response. I guess it's huge in California.
The feedback from everybody was pretty crazy.
Oh, it was mixed.
Everybody had opinions.
Some people love it. Other people really hated it. And then some people said it was good back in the day, not as good now. And
we were wondering how they got their name.
Oh yeah, somebody said it was just because Tuesday is. That's what if you look it up, Tuesday is the best day of the week.
But then also somebody messaged us and said that Tuesday was the day that they got their deliveries.
No, but then they looked it up and they said that wasn't. It was.
Oh, so they lied to us.
No, they responded and said I looked it up just to make sure. And it was because it's Tuesday.
You just can't believe anybody these days.
No,
anymore.
I know who this person is. They came back and they were like, seriously, they were like, Tuesday. No, it's better that they came back and was like, I checked just to make sure. They probably
legit thought that. I just spread it out there to the world that they named it after their deliveries on Tuesday.
Yeah, and that's why I'm telling you that's not what it was.
Okay.
It's because it's like the first day.
I feel stupid.
It doesn't matter. People can look up Tuesday mornings, but I don't know. We're going to check it out. We'll let you know if we like it. Tuesday mornings, we're going to go. Yeah,
we are?
Yeah, we're going to go. I told people on there I want to check it out.
You're going to go check it out.
I got to see what all the hype's about now.
That's going to be a fun day.
Yep. We'll document it all. All right. Well, it's been fun.
Well, we appreciate you all. Please keep liking our podcast and sharing it and telling everybody about it. And we'll keep telling you all about wines in Nashville.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers, baby.
Yeah. Y'all have a good week.